Well, there's your problem.
Yeah, we need a video of it. Yes. So if y'all will walk closer, we are figuring out why the car doesn't roll and what broke in the rear end. The rear end fell out of the car. The rusty body mount let it drop. So when that happened, the CV axle fell apart. It overextended. So we're gonna cut that rust out and fix it and put this back together, because we want to drive this car. The brakes, we found a lot of bad brake lines, like hard line. So I don't think we're gonna try to fix the brakes.
Brake lines here.
Yeah, show the brake lines.
Lines are very rusty, crusty. Lord knows how many other places they're broken. We've also got some very interesting electrical repair that's gone on with the shifter box.
There's the fuel pump that doesn't work. It's right here.
We don't know that the fuel pump doesn't work. We just know that there's no line that goes to the engine bay
that
anymore.
is also true.
The exhaust is so soft that you can squish it by squeezing on it.
So we walked out here to retrieve the pieces of the rolls that fell out, and I immediately said, oh no, because it has needle bearings and they're everywhere, everywhere.
There's a roly-poly.
There's all roly-polies. These are also roly-polies. They're very dirty. Oh no.
Is there a certain amount that you know that are supposed to be in there?
No.
No. We're gonna put back what we have.
Oh, this fell out of the trunk.
Car is never going to be like good anyway.
It's fine. We're installing quality parts here.
Well, these are quality parts.
Yeah, these are absolutely original Rolls Royce parts. They're from a proper motor car. What is this little flat piece?
Roly-poly.
I didn't see another one of those.
Never seen that video.
That goes in there too.
That's exciting looking.
Nope, there's another one.
Wow.
How did all this stuff get so buried?
I don't know.
Wow.
It hasn't been that long since the
It's like,
car.
I don't think this came apart until we
Exploded itself.
moved the car. When the axle spun. Well, I don't know, it's behind the
Yeah,
axle.
it may have come
Oh, there's another.
come loose when you put it in the drive the first time. All the needle bearings.
Ow!
Found the axle boot. Just retracing our steps now. Seeing if there are any other pieces that the Rolls ejecto-cetoed on the way over here.
It is all working. Well, what's more exciting about this is we can fix this. So for comedic relief, we're going to write an estimate on what it would cost to fix this car correctly. Just the mechanical, nothing aesthetic, only safety concerns related to making it run and drive. So we'll show y'all a copy of what that estimate would look like. And then we're going to do what we do and make this car be a driver with whatever parts we can put our hands on. I know you can get a fuller mounted master cylinder deal that's like on the brake pedal assembly, like they use in race cars and such. We're gonna get one of those, I think, and plumb it to the calipers, just one front and one rear. It's got double calipers on the front and the rear, 2 per wheel. So we're gonna use one of them on each wheel, plumb it to some just aftermarket master cylinder assemblies, and get brakes on it. And we're gonna weld a plate in to put that rear end back up and put the U-joint back together, or the CV joint back together, and go from there. But we're gonna make the car run and drive one way or another, but for comedic relief, there will be a attached estimate. So we got rid of the spare tire carrier that was falling out and made a plate to mount the top of this rear end housing back in. I'll show y'all that when we get done with it. But we were gonna put the axle back in, and I know it came out because this fell, but it was too short or too long to go back in. So then I discovered that this is very Corvette-esque in that it has a trailing arm lower suspension on the rear, but no upper control arm. It's using the axle shaft as a side-loaded member to like position the wheel in and out sideways. So I'm going to jack the car up and move all that back over and get it put back together. And then mount that rear end housing back up, and hopefully it will move itself around the yard. I know it needs axles. I know this is not a permanent fix, but we're just trying to make the car run and drive. So,
Do you want to
yay.
like take the flashlight and look how it shows?
Yeah. Well, you see it has a lower control arm that runs over here, but there's no upper. It's using that axle shaft as a stress member. So, very much like a C3 Corvette. I'm not sure what other Corvettes use that, but I own a C3 and it is like that. U-joint is huge. Like, this is big truck stuff. No wonder that these don't give trouble. The ones in the Corvettes are tiny. They're like Chevy pickup truck stuff. These are huge.
What you doing?
We put the axle shaft back in, and we're about to install the rear diff with a plate that I made. And then the car will be movable under its own power, I think. We're gonna try it and see. Don't mind the sketchiness we got going on with this jack. This is how it works. We absolutely would never do this in like real life. But this is for YouTube, this is not real life. Put the rollers back in the little ball things in here and packed it all with grease. It's not good. It needs an axle shaft, but for now, it'll work. And then we bolted it back up out here. So, we're gonna see what happens.
We also found the foam-filled insides of the axle support.
The axle support is filled with foam to sound it in it. It's fancy. Alright. Out. Alright, hold on a second.
Floor.
Mmm.
Alright. You're gonna have to not do all that stuff around here.
Let me see if that'll work.
You need the bubble pin.
Yes. Plate. Bolt. That's perfect. Just in the way. There you go.
Get it through.
You got it through something.
Light. Hand me the light.
It's right there.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh, I have it.
I'm using my phone light.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's through good. There's 2 washers. Where's the nut that went on this? Does anyone know?
Didn't do it. There. Is that it?
Alright, that's started. If you look in here, you'll see the plate we added. It's not good, but it holds the diff up. It is much better than the floor was. Just non-existent. So, we're gonna try that.
Lightweight racing floor.
Yes. If you throw this floor up in the air, it does not come back down. Race car.
Well,
No, it's still in there. I put it here.
It's eviction day for the Rolls Royce. It's time to get it out of the shop.
And it won't run.
And it doesn't want to go.
it says, I want to stay here forever.
So that's our goal, is to try to get it out of the shop under its own power.
For some reason, it doesn't work.
carburetor if I can just turn the gas
What
off.
did you do? Again, we're trying for back wheels? Well, yeah, the other was an extra.
Okay, let's hold on. Let me get somewhere useful.
It's gonna be interesting.
All right. Choke it? All right, wide open?
I would stay straight for now, or I mean, you can move this over just like an inch.